Oh, what's up? What's good, Elizabeth's back again with another video. Okay, so today we're going to be making Pelau and Coleslaw. Let's get into it. Okay guys, so first we're gonna do the rice. I just boil some sushi rice as usually would 1 to 1 in the pot. Let it simmer for a while. Well, bring it up to a boil, cover it and let it simmer. I kinda realized that I would have honestly rather use like white rice or something, and it's kinda overcook it a bit to get the stickiness, but it worked for now. So let's use a ring mold to get a nice patty shape. One of the things I wanted to change was to use a smaller ring mold, but it still look good either way. So now to break down the chicken, we're gonna go straight down the center of the breast until you reach the wishbone, and just let the bone guide you. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to separate the skin from the thigh and the breast. Now you're just gonna put your fingers between the meat and the bone and use your knife to just separate it. Let's continue that along the entire shape of the breast, and there you have it. Breast and wing, chicken quarter. Let's start that side and repeat with the rest of the chicken. Do the same thing on the next side with the other breast. Now for the thighs, what you want to do is you want to flip the chicken over and separate the bone from the carcass, leaving a space where you could just run a knife through and separate the thigh from the carcass. There you are. One thigh, repeat to the next side. I decided I wanted to French the wing, which is just a fancy way to say exposing the bone. So that's gonna remove the piece of cartilage from the tip of the wing and yeah, expose the bone. There you have it. Maggie. I kind of decided that I wanna the bone on the thighs. I'm not gonna use this in this video, but maybe I will in another one in the future. So that's gonna cut a slit on each side of the bone, expose it, run a knife underneath it, cut it out, and it's gonna scrape all the way around, cutting through any cartilage or tendons as you go along. And let's continue until you reach the next end of the leg. Now when you get to the next end of the leg, I kind of left the end of the bone because it just looks better. When you pull it all the way out, it doesn't look like the end of the leg bone. So I cut off the bone and I left just the piece on the end for it to keep the shape of the leg and thigh shape, if you know what I mean. Yeah, there you go. Deboned leg and thigh. Wishbone. I wanted to make a wish with myself. Hope it comes true. So that's gonna start with our vegetables. That's normal local aromatics. The shape doesn't really matter that much. It's really what you put into it. So I just have some onion, some garlic, that's smashed, peeled. I diced it just because I guess I custom dicing it, but it doesn't have to be so perfect. You could just chop it up anyhow you want, because at the end of it, we're gonna use it to make a sauce and we're gonna be straining the sauce anyway. So yeah, we have onion, garlic, then we have some pimento or flavor peppers, however you choose to call it. That's gonna get a nice quick chop in our nice decorative bowls. I hope you're liking the aesthetic because I don't know, I really like it, and I never really filmed something so before. I really need to get some more lighting though, because the lighting isn't the best. You can see plenty shadows and that kind of thing, but the angle looks cool. There's some shadow bunny there that's cut up there, and last shadow bunny and carrots, and last but not least a piece of pumpkin. Once the piece is relatively the same size, it should be okay. It's gonna be cooked down with the stew sauce anyway. So next we're gonna make some coleslaw, quote unquote coleslaw. It's gonna cut up some sweet peppers as fine as I possibly can, and do the same with some cabbage, white cabbage that is, and some purple cabbage. Now for the carrots, I wanted this nice and thin, so what I did was take my vegetable peeler and peel slices of the face of the carrot, and then take my knife and slice those pieces as thin as possible. Now for this coleslaw, we're not going to be using mayonnaise. We're going to be using some rice vinegar, a pinch of salt, and some sugar. I'm just going to mix that together with our spoon. Well, I say spoon, but after a while I kind of get fed up and just use my hand instead. But look at that gloss. Let's taste for seasoning just in case. But look at that, shiny. Yeah. Green peas is gonna be our quote unquote pigeon peas. So I just blanch those in hot water for like 2 minutes or so. Drop it in an ice bath just to keep the color nice and vibrant. I didn't have a blender, which would have been ideal, so I used a food processor and I seasoned with some salt, pepper, some sugar, and I added some coconut milk to this. Blended it as smooth as I possibly could, get it in the food processor, and I passed it through a strainer to see how smooth I can get it. Didn't come out perfect, like the blender would have been a lot better, but good enough. So now comes the difficult part, because I don't have anybody helping me right now, and I do have a tripod for my phone. And little fun fact, my camera isn't working, and I only just realized, so I'm kind of sad right now.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it.
But yeah, I'm gonna see how best I can set up this phone and record the cooking process of the chicken. Okay guys, so what we want is a pot with a cover preferably. We're just gonna put some oil in the pot, get it nice and hot, skin side down with the chicken, just to get some nice color. Flip it over, not too long in next cycle, we're just looking for some color on the chicken. I added the neck from the carcass, just give the stew a bit more flavor, and then we're gonna add the rest of our vegetables. Everything in the pot one time, it doesn't really matter once you're not burning it. But yeah, it's gonna sauce it until it gets nice and fragrant. Add some water and the pumpkin. Let's get a little stew before adding back the chicken to the pot. Just gonna give it a cover, set it aside on lower heat, and just let it cook all the way. Now for the rice, a little bit of oil in the pot. I added some coconut flakes to the top of the rice, but it didn't stick as well as I wanted to. But it didn't come out too bad. Still okay. Just gonna get that nice and hot by frying it on the two sides. Now for the puree, it couldn't pass through the squeeze bottle, which is what I wanted it to do for a better presentation, but we had to go with this instead, but it didn't come out too bad. So I'll swoosh through the baby puree, the rice and the chicken. The sauce, after I took out the chicken, I strained it. I added some browning and I let it reduce until it was nice and thick. Season it up with some salt, pepper and some sugar if necessary. And there we have it, Pelau. Presentation wasn't ideal, like it wasn't what I wanted it to be initially, but it still wasn't bad. Hope you all like it. Now it's time to taste. So, after looking at it, I kind of wanted to change the presentation a bit, but it's too late now. But yeah, our practices. So, time to taste. I don't really have anything to sit down right now, so it's struggles, but I get my content out now, boys. So let's go. Just gonna try to say chicken first. Stop back out. Bro. Amazing. It's chicken and stew sauce. It's gonna taste good. The whole point of this video was to make it unnecessarily fancy during like the preparation and that kind of thing, and the plating especially, but you know it's gonna taste so good. Wow. The coconut on the rice with the green pea puree. Perfection. Alright guys, so that's gonna be it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, and if y'all have any other like dishes that y'all like and want me to try to make unnecessarily fancy, leave it in the comments down below. And yeah, I'm gonna give them a look at, see how possible it is, and I'm gonna give it a try. So yeah, hope y'all enjoyed. Love y'all so much. Peace. Big sound, link big plan. This thing done. Make sure you like and subscribe. Check out the last video. Love y'all. Mwah.